for changes. In 1776, this great nation accepted that armed conflict was the only way to preserve our rights to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. If our founding fathers could only see us now. From Antietam to Amiens, Okinawa to Anchorage, we have fought. And now, the Red Menace is at our doorstep. Democracy itself is under threat of annihilation. That is why today, July 4th, 2076, 300 years after our great nation began, we gather together to honor the completion of Vault 76. This
Good morning, Vault 76. This is the Overseer. I hope you all enjoyed the party last night, even those who may have overindulged and overslept. But it's time to get up and get out there. We've been locked away long enough. Today is Reclamation Day. It may be time to leave, but I'll never forget the day you all entered Vault 76. You come from every walk of life, every race, color, and creed. But you all share one very important trait. You are this country's best and brightest. But more importantly, you'll always be my family. with nothing less than the rebuilding of America. Such a huge responsibility. Just know that Vault-Tec is proud of you. I am proud of you. When you hear this, it means I've been gone for several hours. I've got my own mission out there in Appalachia. This is the Overseer, signing off.
Message repeats in 24 hours. System breakdown.
Hello. At last. Today, I bet you're just bursting your bolts to get out there and see the world. Excellent. Adventure and opportunity awaits you, sir. The kiosks have valuable information to help you thrive out there. Best get cracking. Imagine dying of hunger or thirst. How utterly embarrassing. Another day, another opportunity to leave Vault 76. What do you say? Aren't you as tired of that message as I am, sir? It's been playing every morning for months. It must be terrifying leaving this warm, secure home. Heck of a party last night, eh, sir? Good to see you all together one last time. You do remember the whole point of Reclamation Day? Reclaiming Appalachia? Never too late. Please, sir, I can't pretend it's Reclamation Day any longer. Even my programming has limits.
Overseer's log.
Your camp is the key to survival and rebuilding. Never stop learning. Be the best at it. Sir, those young ladies down there, they seem exceedingly alive. They haven't yet made any untoward advances, but perhaps you could speak to them? Verify their intentions are civil? Only that they appear to have some vested interest in accessing the vault. One seemed quite perturbed when I told them that wouldn't be happening, but I'm not sure if she believed me. I've been keeping watch here long enough to have learned that outside the vault, people don't always have one's best intentions at heart. I'm sorry to say it, but it's the truth. Until quite recently, it's been exceedingly peaceful. I maintained my post, greeted latecomers out of the vault, and otherwise reveled in Appalachia's natural splendor. But very recently, it seems people have come back to Appalachia. Those two and more to boot. The non-vault sort, you understand. It's all very concerning. Who knows what they might be up to? Well, yes, but only that they one seemed... Oh, do be careful out there.
There's got to be a way in there. Maybe... Wait, a vault dweller? Hey there! Whoa, whoa! Just a friend here, not a threat. Just had some questions for you. You came out of the vault, right? I thought it was empty. Wait, is the door still open? My partner and I need a way into that vault. We got a tip from the Wayward. Heard of the place? New bar down the road. So this guy told us that...
After you gave him the last of our caps?
And he said that inside that vault is the... You know, that's where the big one is. Our last chance to turn our lousy luck around. Wait, what?
Ay, pendeja, he's jerking you around, Lacey. Face it. We got scammed.
But... those were the last of our caps. No. Someone has to know something. We're just gonna stick it out until we find them.
Wonderful.
Look, thanks for... whatever. Now, unless there was... They didn't give you a weapon? I guess I've got something I could... I certainly could, but since you... About Appalachia?
Other than it's a graveyard?
There's that. We haven't been here real long. This... they're merciless. Without people... We both came over from Virginia. There's a lot more hot... I mean, Appalachia... Maybe I did. I certainly could.
to turn over a new leaf. To restore this land of glory. Gotta prepare for even more settlers moving in. The further out we expand our influence, the more people we can help. The further out we expand our influence, the more people we can help. Yeah, now that people have come back to this area, they'll all want to be setting up places like Foundation. Clean up this, fix that, never seems to end.
Finally, nice day.
This place has a lot of potential.
Oh, I'm all out of water. Might need a little bit more salt.
Scorched to the ferals don't get you. Bats will.
Oh, it's just about time to eat. Ugh, it's hard work making a living out here. The things we saw on the way here, enough to make you wish Bessie still had her guns.
Lady, I will paint the walls with you if...
Honey, you picked the wrong time to get a drink.
What are you? Hey! Who the hell are you? Outnumbered? Shit. Fine. But don't think this is the end.
Only for you, honey. No one pulls a gun on me in my bar. Mort! Get out here!
Yeah, what, Duchess?
Jesus! You let one of those monsters in here?
Hey! You want to see if there's a tomorrow? Then I want you to tell me where you and the rest of your numbskull crew is hiding out. What the... Mort, what was that?
Called me a monster. All right, what? He was gonna kill us.
You know, we could have asked him some questions.
Oh, you know what?
I suppose. Now I'm hoping you're here to have a drink and play nice. I've had a gun pointed at me more than enough for one day. Well, not exactly the introduction to the wayward. First round's on me. Name's Duchess. There's something I could do. Your guess is as good as mine, sweetheart. He busted in here saying I needed to turn over the location of some fellow named Crane, who I guess I must have served at some point or another. Since then, a steady stream of miscreants has been making my life irritating. Not exactly good for a budding business. Now that you mention it, I could use an extra pair of hands. See? That boy we put down? He's not the first of his crew to roll in here. But I want him to be the last. Normally, I'd send my people out to clean house. But my muscles run off, so I don't have the bodies to spare right now. But I'm willing to pay good money if you put an end to this for me. So, what do you say?
That's what I was hoping. So, the details. Now, each of these boys came in asking after Crane. I'm thinking we can make that work for us. How would you grab the attention of a bunch of single-minded thugs? Not sure I've got enough on hand, unfortunately. No. We're gonna draw them in by making them think you're Crane. Just give me 1 second. Okay, I think I'll just... I just want you to know, architecture ain't exactly my forte. Huh, not half bad. So what I've chicken scratched together here for you is the schematic for one custom-made Crane Treasure Hunting Inc. sign. If I didn't butcher the plans too bad, it's got a little system built in that'll make sending out an advertisement and getting this gang's attention a snap. You just need to build it, use the tape it spits out to tell the world you're open for business, and then convince any punks that show up to tell you where their boss is hiding. They did teach you all how to build from schematics up in that vault of yours, didn't they? That's the spirit.
Hey, if you need a refresher, good old Morty Mort can help you out.
What are you on about, Mordecai?
Hey, nah, I'm not bragging or anything, but I've got some tapes that cover that very subject.
Oh, Mort, not the tapes. Well, you find yourself wanting a refresher? Talk to Mort. Of course you're gonna need materials, but we should have enough lying around to cover you there. Get you together a little care package. Throw some rations in there too, so you don't starve on me. And so you know, you might have to break some of this scrap down for parts. But I can spot you some workbench materials too, since you're doing me such a big one. Who knows? Maybe you'll learn something while you do it. Now, you ready to get this show on the road? It is a lot to ask. Fine. I could do 75. But that's as high as I'll go. That means you're up to the task? Hot dog. Be good to have them. Just make sure, once you find out where they're hiding... Oh, and on the top, it's a little out of date.
Glad to hear Vault-Tec actually took care of... You hear these rumors? Well, don't you? Now, what can I do? Allergies. Now you see. And it was like someone... Bang, I wait. No, it cost me. And that... I mean, it's got its advantages. Main one is that also, the major downs, there's also... But ever since that I... Serious shit. Overall, though... Listen, friend, you happen to be talking to the exact right person to fix your predicament. But if I'm gonna help you, I want something in return. All right, listen, I got this plan. You're gonna help me get rich. See, the folks who made it big off the gold rush, they weren't the prospectors. They were the folks that sold them their shovels. Now, I don't do shovels. What I collect is knowledge. I can go all sorts of places you folks with your rad-sucking skin can't. So, I'm selling what I've got between my ear holes, and you're gonna test it for me. I made these holotapes. Now, this set's all the info I dug up about that camp doohickey you bolters got. All I'm asking is you give them a listen and let me know what you think. You will? Oh, thank you. I mean, thanks. Just come back once you've taken them out for a test drive. Now, there anything else you wanted to chat about? I did, and your eyes still working, kids. That's the reason you're bringing up the obvious. Look, the world's hard now. Better you learn that lesson real fast. Don't have one. I'm an independent operator. When these folks need a hand or got an errand that involves running into radiation, they come to me. Rads? They don't bother me anymore. In exchange, Duchess lets me drink and doesn't bother me too much about my tab. Really, about the best sort of setup a guy in my situation could ever ask for. Well, at least until the tapes take off. Some other time then.
Duchess is damn lucky you showed up when you did. Hope she comped you a drink or two.
I've lost.
Frequency active.
Years ago, you saw the world stand together to fight against the slime-ing. But what happens when the world needs the slime?
Let's get one thing straight, Slime. I don't like you. You killed my wife. But damn it, you're the best bet we have at getting those nuclear codes back. Apologies mean little from the likes of you. Teach those commies a lesson about personal property, and then we'll talk.
This summer, it's slime to infiltrate. It's slime to love.
Why did you rescue me? I'm not your main objective. Overseer's log, south of Vault 76. I knew this wasn't going to be the Appalachia I remembered, but... mutated animals? Haywire bots? No people so far. We have to be ready to rebuild in... what I can confirm is... hostile territory. Fortunately, Vault Tech was prepared. You see this? The cooking station, the stash box, the workbenches, all built with the camp. You need a home base out there. The construction and assembly mobile platform is designed to give you one. Just add resources, planning, and a little elbow grease. When you move your camp, everything you've built is stored, ready to be placed back down in the new area. Use this to establish a foothold whenever you're in unfamiliar territory. I've left my camp behind so you can use it. I know I'm breaking my own advice by not taking it with me. But after seeing Appalachia for myself, I need to make sure every resident of 76 has a safe haven they can start from. I'll make do without it. If it's still standing, the town of Flatwoods is further down this road. Find me there. This is the Overseer. Signing off.
Meet Lorraine, your average housewife. She loves democracy, her family, and the good old American way.
Hi, Mary. I'd love to catch up, but I need to step out if I'm going to have enough time to pick up Junior from his baseball game. Oh, and then I need to also grab groceries and prepare a loving home-cooked meal for when Robert gets home.
Little did she know, what returned home that evening was not her beloved.
Welcome home, honey. Robert, what seems to be the matter?
It's been a hell of a day. You remember, John? He got tangled up in one of the machines at the factory today, and he'll never walk again.
That's terrible!
But the terror was just beginning.
It only happened because the boss had him pulling 80-hour weeks. The boys and I are thinking of talking with the higher-ups about our conditions. If they don't listen, then by golly, I don't know what I'll do. Maybe we'll stop working.
Robert, darling, that sounds like a protest.
Well, what if it is? I think a hard-working American is entitled to fair compensation for a fair day's work. If this system won't work, then maybe we just need to abolish it.
I left the stove on. Give me a minute.
Run, don't walk to your nearest theater to see every American's worst nightmare.
Officer MacArthur speaking. What's your emergency?
I think I married a Maoist.
Witness what happens when horror comes home. Fear communism like never before. When you see the Reds in full Panalux color. Only in I Married a Maoist. Paid for and directed by the U.S. Center of Anti-American Activities.
Join us at Watoga High School on Saturday, November 6th to see Watoga High Drama perform Armor Ace and the Power Patrol, the musical. Bring the whole family to come to see their favorite Power Patrol heroes like Platinum.
Liberty, it wasn't just meant for me and you. It's our destiny to show the rest our point of view.
Brick House.
The Yukon 5, take no prisoners, we must defeat the Ice Fang Commissioner, Chaos!
And more, like they've never seen them before. Pick up an ice-cold Nuka-Cola from the concession stand and get ready to laugh, cheer, and sing along. Children ages 17 and up who want to become a real member of the Power Patrol can speak to a U.S. Army recruiter just outside the auditorium before and after the show.
Spread the word to every nation.
Liberty, your voice is strong.
Doors open at 6 on Saturday, November 6th.
This time, we find our breaking down. The robots are malfunctioning, and a rumor has spread that a fabulous new Nuka flavor can be sampled at the Voltec Among the Stars attraction. The culprit, you ask? None other than the villainous Fifth Vader. How will our heroes spoil their plans this time? Find out in today's intergalactic episode of Tales from Nuka World. Please listen to me. There are no free samples of
Clean up this, fix that. Never seemed
or
to end.
anywhere else at the park. If you want to learn more about it, please make your way to the world of refreshment. And your flyers all over the park promising it. And now that we're here, you're telling us there isn't. We want our quantum.
Getting so sick and tired of those thorn bushes.
Look, flyers. I know every inch of this park. Every promotion we have going on, and not one of them is about... why do I bother? Hello, Marco? Yeah, we have a code quartz over here.
I hate this misty, foggy crap.
Come over here, please. Thank you. What a mess. Let's hope Marco can save the day. Meanwhile, let's check in on Emily and Paul, who are bravely responding to an incident on the Nuka rocket.
It is too wet to be outside.
Not a clue. I mean, everything looks fine. Why is it good? I oiled it just last week. There's basically no rust. How on earth is it breaking? Ugh, what kind of engineer am I if I can't fix this simple ride? Hey, don't be so hard on yourself. It's not an
Foundation might be coming along, but we got a lot more work to do.
What could it be? The Vim Vader? Come on, Paula, what's he gonna do? Well, think about it. If he's trying to sabotage Nuka World, having rides break down, putting our guests at risk, villain will have us looking incompetent, dangerous. I suppose, but then he clearly hasn't tampered with the ride at all. Everything is pristine. What else could he have done? Let's see. Paula, I've got it! Hey, Emily, wait for me! Without a second thought, Emily and Paula hurry over to Starport Nuka, the control center for the whole Nuka galaxy. Starport Nuka, of course. This place is the control room for the Galactic Zone, and a prime target for our saboteur. Aha! The Star Cores, of course! These marbles keep all the rides and robots in line. Without them, things get a little unpredictable. So, which one controls the Nuka rockets? Emily, I think it's this one. It's covered in soda. Covered in soda? What the... Good golly, it's been drenched in Vim! No wonder the ride has been on the fritz. Well, it needs swapping out until we can get a replacement. But what attraction could we draw power from until then? cleared.
Make yourself at home. I did.
Overseer's log, town of Flatwoods. My God. There's no one here. The old tavern, the church, people were using them for shelter, but they're gone. Mutations we expected. But there's something else. A disease. I was attacked by... Well, it used to be a person. But it had these green, glowing lesions, and its voice. Angry. Tortured. We are one. One what? Whatever happened here is beyond anything we expected. And we expected a lot. Before they were wiped out, the survivors called themselves...
Are you here for the responder training? Then you're not alone. A lot of people come here because of that radio message the responders left. That's what brought me here too. At first, I was planning to just do the training and move on, but honestly, I kind of like it here. I really enjoy meeting all the people that pass through and hearing their stories. Wait a minute. Are you one of those people who was in Vault 76? Oh. Never mind then. Maybe I'm not as good a judge of people as I thought.
Mr. Mosley, what are you doing playing in the bushes?
Go right ahead.
Come on into the house, Dan. Time for your favorite snack. Yum yum pure dried whole deviled eggs. Yum yum!
I found it in one of the houses. It fits great, and it's really comfortable and pretty durable too. I'd also be lying if I said it didn't have some sentimental value for me. I've admired the responders ever since I first heard about them. What they stood for, helping people no matter what. That was really important.
Now we return to our island of mystery, where the Franklin...
Yeah, there's a couple of places around here that qualify as interesting. At least to me. The Agricultural Research Center is infested with feral ghouls and homicidal robots. But you can find some good scrap in there if you're up to it. The new River Gorge Resort to the east is the same story. Maybe, minus the robots. Me? There's not much to tell, really. I came in with Paige and the rest and stayed up at Foundation for a while. It was nice. But eventually I wanted to go my own way, you know? Get out and see some places I'd never seen, figure out who I am. When I heard the message on the radio about Flatwoods, I was curious to meet the responders, so I made my way here. I decided to stay here and see what else I could learn. That's pretty much my story. He's the closest Foundation has to a leader, I guess. I never got to know him real well, but he always seemed like a decent guy. Honest, reliable, cares about the people, that kind of stuff. It's a community of settlers up in the mountains to the east. It's a nice enough place, I guess. That being said, it's a hell of a dangerous trip trying to get there. I barely made it out of the mountains alive. If I were you, I'd keep to the forest until you're ready to deal with some seriously nasty stuff. Okay, what is it? No problem.
Above the ocean's edge. There, he comes face to face with a skull in stone. An ominous, skull-shaped cavern staring back at him with empty eyes. Enthralled, he steps inside. Meanwhile, Hart has concocted an antidote, and Anna is coming too.
Phew. Thanks again, Hart. You really saved my bacon there. The thing you didn't need those berries, Emilio. Wait, Emilio? Hart, Emilio's gone.
This is a miscalculation.
Quick, we have to find him.
Inside the skull, Emilio descends.
Jiminy,
how far does it go? The ground cracks and crumbles as a great fissure opens beneath Emilio's feet. He slips and slides down a rocky shaft, landing with a hard thump on a perilous outcropping.
Oh, that's smart. Is that lava? Wow. Oh, it's getting closer.
closer!
Welcome back, dear listeners. It's time once again to put aside all you think you know, all you believe to be true. Time to open your mind to the strange, bizarre, and sometimes terrifying world that exists in the shadows and fringes of our own, where myth, legend, and rumor are made real. Yes, it's time for more thrilling tales from the West Virginia hills.
Fire from their hut, and it pierces the side of the rock below Emilio, creating a tightrope across the chasm.
Balance! Oh, balance! I'm across!
Like a true Franklin.
The eruption is still in progress, children. The lava will reduce us to scrap parts if we do not get moving soon.
Then let's go! Quick, through this crack in the wall. We can all just fit.
Quick! The trio squeezes through the crevice and out of the volcanic cavern. It shakes and collapses behind them as they make a mad dash to safety. When they finally stop to take a breath, they find themselves in a sunny grotto, warmly lit by the tropical sun.
No threats detected. We appear to be safe. For the moment.
Phew. One thing after another, huh? Emilio, why did you run off like that? We were worried.
I'm sorry, kid. I just don't know. I heard that sound. I had to follow it.
That sound?
Emilio looks to Anna, and Anna to Emilio. Together, they look back to the cavern below, transfixed. The sound has a power over them, but Hart reaches out with their steely arms and turns them away. The robot guides them out of earshot onto the shores of Dread Island once again.
Years ago, you saw the world stand together to fight against the Slimaning. But what happens when the world needs the slime? Let's get one thing straight, Slime. I don't like you. You killed my wife. But damn it, you're the best bet we have in getting those nuclear codes back. Apologies mean little from the likes of you. Teach those commies a lesson about personal property, and then we'll talk. This summer, it's slime to infiltrate. It's slime to love.
Why did you rescue me? I'm not your main objective. But maybe after this is done, I can go.
It's slime to die. The chartreuse slime to slime to die. In theaters everywhere this July.
Suddenly, the moral decline of America just didn't bother me so much.
In the palace, I learned to part from the material. With every dollar I gave away, I found the